Good evening, everybody. Earlier, I did a video. I'm finding it difficult to upload it for some reason. I don't know. I don't understand this software. One day they're working, the next day they stop working, and you spend hours. Um, kind of was spending hours trying to figure things out. So I wasn't able to upload the video, but I'm using another software to see if I can um convert the video to MP4 so I can upload it to Instagram. So I want to do a short video because I'm getting some response and I'm gonna read some of the responses. So far, only two people has liked the post, or three people, three females have liked the post. Miss Paul, hello, Miss Paul. Image of Beauty, hello, and Miss Jovi 81. These are the people on my Instagram that either like the video or give some kind of response. Um, and I like. I can understand where Miss Jovi 81, okay, Image of Beauty has sent me something. Um, I will read her post. I This is not a right or wrong post, but I just want to see where you females, where your the female perspectives or even male perspective is on this situation. I really want to do a short video because I think the longer the videos, the more problems I have with converting them to MP4 and putting them on my IGTV. Anyway, so there was a post that I saw on somebody's timeline. I went to the original source to get it. It's date multiple men and allow them to earn your exclusivity. A guy likes you, cool. He wants to get to know you more, great. It sounds really great and dandy, right? The way I'm just reading it. Let him prove his worth, closing the door on your other option. Let him prove his worth, closing the door on your other options before you actually do, because you do have options. Sisters, do you have options? Sisters, again, do you have options? If you're 35 years old and above, you think you got options. Your options are tied with your age. I bring this back to natural order. It's only when you're 18 to 25, 26, 27, you have options. But if you are both 30, in fact, if you are 35 and up, your options are really limited. You don't have options, in fact, because the average, especially for black people in the community, the average lifespan of a woman in the United States is 77 years old, right? That if she lives up to 77 years old. So cut down in half. That is what, 35. So you're pretty much a middle aged woman at 35. And at middle age at 35, if you get pregnant at 35, that's a geriatric pregnancy. You will be your medical care will rise up to the level of high risk pregnancy because that's geriatric pregnancy. Okay, and if you're heading towards your 40s and after pretty much 41, 42, uh, and I'm not saying that people don't have children at those ages, they do, but the statistics don't support the numbers don't support the generality of the statistics. But anyway, I'm digressing. So I'm gonna read this post again. Date multiple men and allow them to earn your exclusivity. A guy likes you, cool. He wants to get to know you more, great. Let him prove his worth, closing the door on your other options before you actually do, because you do have options. This is very I don't agree with the post, and this is why I don't agree with the post. The post is very, it gives these women the readers, especially female readers, this hope, this false sense of security and false sense of hope. If you actually want to explore your options, you gotta look at your age. There's so many factors that come into play, and I don't want to talk about it because it's a sensitive topic, and I do not want to go into certain spheres. But I'm gonna read Miss Jovi underscore Miss underscore Jovi 81. She said, I feel that he should be able to show me without feeling like he's in competition with other men. Okay, I see where her point is, and I gave it some likes. And I thought I was gonna shout her out. Thank you for you're the first person to respond to my post. I did that in my previous video, but I'm having problem uploading it. Convert, doing the video conversion. Then she came back and said, I understand the concept and I like the thought process. She said she liked the thought process of what it was saying. But she is a one man woman when it comes to dating. She can't date multiple men at a time. Let me tell you something, people. The problem with dating multiple people is because you're gonna like one thing in one person. Oh, this person knows how to show me good time. He's very social. We go out to the club, we dance, he's vibing, he spends this money, but he's not really good in bed. Or he doesn't have time to have sex with you all day because he got to go out and make the money to take your damn ass out to do your social thing. I used to date a girl that every Monday of a pay week, she's just been hitting me up. Hey, what we doing this weekend? I've dated a girl like that. And in her mind, I assume that in her mind, I'm the guy that just was the social guy, even though, I hit it a couple of times, whatever. But then they look at this other guy, maybe he has a very good Johnson, he knows how to blow out the back. So they like him for that. Then they look at the very professional guy, he's good when people see us on Instagram, he matches my image, he elevates me, that look, but he's good for that. So women, when you're saying you're having options, right, and you have all these guys that you're dating at the same time, right? Always consider that time is going, right? The older you get, the more challenging it is. Uh, in the age of age gap dating, uh, men of your age or men really older than you are usually going to the younger females that are more that they can mold. You guys have reached up to an age that you can't really mold. You're pretty much a hard rock, and nobody wants to waste take their time in molding hard rock. Why won't I go and get a clay at 18, 18-year-old clay, and mold that person to my purpose, right? Okay, now it's sounding some kind of way. I hope it's not triggering anybody, but if it does, oh well. Figure out um uh, uh um focus on the message, not on how I'm trying to deliver it. Okay. Um Another thing we dating multiple people, and I've dated multiple people, and I've dated 6 7 girls at one time. uh, it's tasking. It takes you out of your purpose. You can't concentrate because you're mentally scheduling because this person wants to see you, this person you have attention needs from all these people, and you're just one person and each of them is different. So when you start reducing attention from this person here, they're gonna feel it because like, oh, he's talking to another girl. So it's either she's gonna walk away or she's gonna want to compete and ask for more of your attention and cause issues. Okay, so let's flip it on the other side. So as a female dating multiple men, right? Men are very territorial. We're very, very, very territorial in nature. At least most men. Men, alpha men don't share. Don't be sharing. If you're gonna be with an alpha man or alpha male, he requires your attention 100%. Besides you going to school, besides you working, or if doing the other thing, but you have your attention for other men and you're doing the alpha male, it's not going nowhere. Even better males are gonna have issues with that because men are very territorial. So how's that gonna work? So you're asking a man to prove his worth to you so that you can close the door, so that he can close the door on other men. That don't even make no sense, right? For me is if I'm dating you, the thing about men is you guys are looking at it from one angle, from your angle, but you're not looking at it from the man's angle. And men too, you gotta look at it from the female's angle. So people gotta meet halfway, right? So if I meet a chick that I know that is seeing other men, and I want to be the guy that stands out. I try my best. I won't assume that I'm the one that she's gonna pick, right? But I can only try my best with the quality of my character and what I can do. Now, other men can come into the competition with how big their wallet is, right? But she's not looking at character. She's looking mainly at his wallet and what he can really provide in that moment. While the man is doing that, he's just doing that to just get in your panties, right? The moment he gets in your panties, he's not gonna be showing you much attention. But the guy that is marriage minded will come there with character, at least try to show you some character. He's not gonna be perfect. He's not gonna. Men are all flawed, including women, right? So he's not gonna be perfect, right? So women have to see from the man's angle that, okay, what is his purpose? What is his motives? Is he just wanting me to just for a score, or is he marriage minded, or is he a long term relationship minded? What is your goals? Are your goals in line with your goals, with his goals? So you gotta date with a purpose. But if you, yeah, you cannot date multiple men without the purpose, because all you're gonna be doing is seeking attention from the different men and what they can provide for you. Oh, he can provide good dick. Oh, he can provide money and take me to shows, concerts, we can travel. Or he can give me a certain image on Instagram, blah blah. Or he can do this, or he can do this. So now, depending on the week, is what kind of man that you want to be with. Then when your attention is everywhere, how is the man supposed to even focus on you to close the door on other men? Because you yourself, you're not focused. So women, think about this stuff. Guys, think about this stuff. It doesn't make no sense. Okay. I've dated multiple women. That stuff is hard. You end up making these women not happy, and these women will leave your ass, and you just by yourself. It's happened. I've dated multiple women, and I like these women for different things. Okay. And dating all these multiple women was taking me out of my purpose. It takes you out of your purpose, what you want to achieve, the things you want to leave behind when you go. Our time is finite. Now, coming back to time, which is really critical for women than men, the older we're getting, the value, as time is going, the value, your sexual market value in the dating marketplace is going down. For us men, it always goes up. We age like fine wine. I'm actually getting more handsome the more older I get. That's just facts. Maybe by the time I start getting salt and pepper hairs, who knows? I won't get if I'm not gonna be a player though, but I'm gonna have a wife and stay in my purpose. But if I were to be a player, I'll even have more pussy when I'm in my 50s than in my 30s or 40s. But that's besides the point. Women, you guys have to look at your time. You got to look at your time and the outcomes you want in life. Just dating multiple men does not provide those outcomes. So women want to settle down, get married, have children, have some kind of stability, right? But your time is going. While you're playing the field, dating Mr. Johnson with a good dick, you're taking Devon, taking you to concerts and taking you to Florida, Cancun, and all these places in the Caribbean, and you're twerking, living your best life. Um, Dating this okay dude that maybe after I've enjoyed myself with this man, maybe I'll settle with this quiet guy, but I know he's gonna be boring. But let me don't give him too much space. These guys are also looking at you if they want you. Women do not have the options that they think they do. That's just a fact. In this country, there are 2 million more women than men. I'm not even talking about the world. There's more women than men in this world. Now, not just the kind of men that exist, not just the number of men that exist, but the kind of men that exist, the quality of men. You don't want to go date psychopaths and um, unfortunately, some men have made some bad choices in their lives, and coming out from prison, and they can't really, they now have to fight with the challenges of society, trying to reintegrate back, and they can't really be the provider that you want them to be, and they have this prison mindset. Uh, uh, the, there's quality of men, and with the finite number of men, we're stratified into different quality. You have the hardworking guy. He might work hard, be making all these millions, but he don't have time to blow your back. You can't have it all. So you dating multiple men, you can't have it all in one man. You have to come and settle. At the end of the day, this is why when I said I was at war with settling. All right, I'll keep this video at 25 minutes. This is why I said I'm at war with that stupid mindset. Like I'm settling. At the end of the day, you women will settle. You're gonna have to settle. I put up a post about, I'm praying for, I'm fasting and praying for you all to find a 6 foot tall dude with Barry White voice, broad shoulders, making 150K up, with a good dick. He's all these things. Even if you find such a person, and that's pretty much NBA players, right? Even if you find this person, you have to match this person's profile. This person has to want you. What are you doing to get this kind of person? Even the individual that I just described exist. They really don't exist. And even they exist, maybe 0.5% of them, right? And even if they exist, are you the kind of woman that they want? So women don't like to think about this stuff. Most females, at least in the dating market, like to think about what they think is good for them. They don't put reality. They don't put reality into the equation. And they have this mindset of, I know my worth. Really? You really do know your worth? If I start calculating your worth, I'm gonna guarantee you worth nothing. And I don't want to sound like that because it looks like I'm coming off putting down women, but time is not your friend. And if you're past your 30s and you believe in posts like that, I don't know what to say about you. I don't really know what to say. You're being deceived. For me, if you're above 30 and I'm just my personal, that's just me personally, okay? If you're above 30 and you believe in a post like that, talking about you got options in natural order, you don't. You're in the bucket of delusional women. And I don't use the word delusional as insult. I use the word delusional as like you're not in reality. So that post is wrong. The only women that really have options to choose are the women that are freaking 17, 18 years old. And I'm talking 18 in this country because in some countries and even some state in America, 17 of legal age. From 18 years old to 25, 26 years old. Those are the women that really have options. At 27, 28, you're pushing it close. Time is not your friend. Time is what gives you the option. If you're 35 years old talking about you got options, good luck. Why will I set you for your oh, okay, let me back up. Let me back up. Why should young men that have, you know, hustled all the way into his 40s and his 50s or even his 35, right? Made something for himself today, uh um I have to be careful. I have to be careful. I want to come off like I'm putting down women because this is not what this show is about. This my topic is about. Basically, I'm trying to tell you that age gap dating is real. If I'm 50, I can always wait. If I'm dating a woman right now that's in her 30s, it don't work, and she decides to go live her best life, okay, fine. I can just wait and still stack my money and my resources and, still living my purpose and wait for the next 18-year-old, the next 20-year-old that I can mold, that I can talk to. I like to equate women as new model cars. I just bought the car this year for my 40th birthday. It's a 2020. It was a 2020 model. Before 2 3 months, there's a 2021 model. So now the value of my car is going down as time is going, and the more I use it, that's how the value of my car is going down. It's the same concept with women. That same concept does not apply to men. And you guys might think, oh, might be offended or think it's an insult, but remove the emotions and look at it the way I'm explaining it. The older you get, the lower your sexual market values in the dating place. This is why I say dating is dumb. Most of you are dating all these multiple men and miss your husbands, the men that can actually deal with you, because not all men is going to be able to deal with you or tolerate your flawed behavior. While they might like certain things about you, certain behaviors that are flawed might turn people off. I know for a fact that if I'm dating a woman, I have certain behaviors that is gonna turn some women off, and I might not be the ideal partner for them. That's just reality. But is if a woman decides to, like, you know what, I'm gonna marry TJ regardless of his flawed ways, and I'm gonna marry her because of regardless of her flawed ways, then that's a deal. So when you're dating, do not even stay long in the dating process. That's what I've learned. You date with intention to marry. Once you know that, hey, I enjoy this person, I like being in the company of this person. Yes, they're flawed in these areas and in these areas and in these areas, I think they need improvement. These areas they're having challenges, but I'm willing to tolerate that. And that person does have the same for you. There you go. You don't need to be dating multiple men. That's your person. Print on her and let her imprint on you. But the post is really flawed. I was gonna read Image of Beauty's response. Uh, she said, if you are not dating exclusively, then you should date different men and find who is your perfect fit. It doesn't work. There's no perfect fit. It's called settling. Your perfect fit. There's nothing perfect about human beings. Okay, I will keep it respectful. I don't want to. I want people like her to um um conversate, and so I will try to not come off like I'm harsh or I'm condescending. I'm trying my best. If I am, I apologize. It's not my intention. Okay, it's not my intention. But I am disputing what you wrote. I'm not judging you or your choices. I'm just disputing what you wrote. Okay, so she said once you've decided to date that man exclusively, then he's cutting you. The things are more serious. Most women tend to put energy into one man, and they just meet or have situationships with. Dating around allows you to decide what you do and what you don't want in a mate. Maybe all of the men aren't for you. You move on. Okay, first of all, you have to understand that men control access to resources and marriages. That's what we control. Women control access to sex, childbearing, the womb. The social contract is, here's my resources. I want to marry you so that I can have access to your womb. That is the social contract. That is the covenant that we go into before between us and before God, right? Ma- i.e., marriage. At the end of the day, you can date all these multiple men and find this perfect fit. First of all, that's don't take it, no offense, that kind of thinking is prevalent and it's a delusional way of thinking. I'm not saying you're delusional, but that's a delusional way of thinking. Okay. If you're dating, oh shoot, she, oh my god, this is gonna go above um uh 25 minutes. If you're dating, right? If you're dating, you have to date with intentions. The problem is not you dating multiple men to find a perfect fit. The problem is you picking picking wisely. That's why it's important for fathers to be in the house. Again, this goes back to fathers being in the house. It's important for fathers being in the house to vet the men that you bring around you. Okay. To me, arranged marriage is the best way. If you're older, arranged marriage is the best way. Knock out a deal with the man that you want. You're not gonna get everything in that man, but you can settle for some of the things that you want. Even when we go buy cars, I want this, I want this, I want this feature, I want that. You can't get everything. Depends on the amount of money you have. You only your resources is finite. Your time is finite. Your options is finite. Women, the older you get, you do not have the options that you think you have. You do not have the options that you think you have. So you dating all these men, how is you dating this man, preparing to marry this man? Is come on, it's delusion. You know, all men. Why we kind of have similar way of thinking, we different too. We are different. But the one similar thing about men, at least most men, is that they control access to resources and marriage. And I'm talking about the provider male. the provider male and the protector male. I'm not talking about the ones that are living with women to survive. Those That's a different conversation. So your reason your reason um is flawed. Um your reason you know what? People should not think okay, your thought process is flawed because if you have a man of a father figure that is helping you pick wisely, most people marriages tend to last long or tend to be fruitful. Marriage is boring, is is work. Just like you go to work and you're earning this amount of dollars every 2 weeks, that's the same amount of commitment you need to put in your marriage. But most of it is gonna be boring. But there needs to be a bigger picture. Somebody has mentioned in a bigger picture. Relationship has to be a bigger picture. And when there's kids involved, it's above the man and the woman. It's beyond that. But as far as going to dating and courting, and you're just picking men around, and okay, this man is this man is this, this man is sounds like it's not serious. If you're dating with intentions to marry, you already know the kind of men that are coming around that are dating with intentions to marry. You already know, and once you know that, you're like, hey, I'm dating with intentions. Is this where your goal is? You need to start having some kind of conversations to see if that's where he's going. If that's not where he's going, cut him loose, move on to the next because you don't have time. But fortunately, you guys want to date different guys and live your best life, then blame these guys for being assholes, being Pookie and Ray Ray, smashing you, having a baby out of wedlock, and now your kids are back in the same cycle like you. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make this video short. Hey, party for real. She said it's tricky sometimes. You're not able to focus in a real relationship. You lose it just because you want to see what else is in the market. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That thank you very much. Let me reply really quick. I'm gonna read it again. She just said exactly the same thing I said. So when you're dating all these men, your body count is like over the roof. Sometimes body count is important. Body count is important. I dated this girl, the same girl that was dating me, that every Monday, on the Monday of the pay, because Friday is always pay period, she will call me on Monday to find out what's going on. Right? Hey, what we doing this weekend? Blah 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 blah. And I later find out that she was dating some other guy. Coming to find out the guy that she was dating, he lives with his mama. I walked away from that situation because it was just too much with her masculine behavior. And I don't want to talk bad about her. It is what it is. She's in a good place, wherever she is. I haven't talked to her in a long time. But there's more things that even made me just like, you know what, man, you. I'm in competition with this dude, and this dude is talking smack about me. I don't need this stuff. I got the number of sex that I wanted, and I walked away. So how is that beneficial though? Okay. So she just said it she just said it's tricky sometimes. You are not able to focus in a real one because you lose the real one. Your attention is everywhere. You have Richard over here who has a good job. He might be a little bit boring, maybe a little bit awkward, socially awkward. He might not really stand out. He might not have that really that confidence. But you have Pookie, Ray Ray, Devontae, you know, because they blow your back out. They know how to talk real. They know how to position themselves in public, and they do this and do that. That's the kind of guys that you gonna think that Richard over here, who's a potential millionaire working in working high earning job, investing in stock market. He's about to hit that millions. You don't really know. what his future is gonna be like. Maybe he's gonna be a future millionaire because he's keeping his head down. He's not spending too much money like he should, but he's not balling the way he's supposed to ball. But you guys are over here following Pookie Ray Ray with the Mercedes Benz and the flashy, the glitter. You know, he don't really give no manners. He don't really give a damn about you. The sex is really good. He blows your back out, and now your energy is over there. But Richard over here really likes you, and he's thinking you're beautiful, and you can give him some beautiful kids, and he can try to come on, man. You guys have missed a lot of good men like that. That's what she just said. But let me go ahead and stop this video at 30 minutes. I think I've said what I need to say. And yeah, if you're dating, date with intentions. Date like, hey, I'm ready to date. If you have a father figure, whether it's your biological father or somebody who is acting like your father, or somebody a male that is there that can protect you and help you with good advice, you need to bring your potential date that you think you're going to marry around so that he can see the value of your family. Okay. The problem with marriages these days that don't really work is because we just go out and do our own thing. Fuck what pops and moms is saying. I learned the hard way from that. I learned that I'm still paying for my mistakes. My auntie tried to advise me. I was like, man, I'm going to do my own thing. And, I pay my own bills. I like this girl. I was just infatuated. So when you're dating, date with intention, not date multiple men to see who is the perfect one and see, and don't date anybody that you're not attracted to. Don't date somebody because that person can pay for your meal and wine and dine you. You just like him for only wine and dine. That's the people that women that do that stuff. It's gonna come back on you. Your coochie credit is trust me. Your coochie credit is huge. You're gonna pay. If you don't pay now, you pay later. Women that do that stuff, if you're not attracted to the man, then date the man. Thank you. I appreciate you. But I'll pass on the date. Be respectful. Men that come to date you, they date you because they really want to sleep with you. For me, if I'm dating a female, I have to be attracted to her sexually. I have to see myself having sex with you. If I don't see myself having sex with you, then I don't even date you. I don't waste your time. Then when I start dating, I try to see what I can tolerate and what I can't tolerate. And if what I cannot tolerate is much greater than what I can tolerate, then I just have to, make my reevaluation. I'm like, you know what, it's not gonna work. Especially women that like to emasculate men. I don't tolerate that. That is a zero. You're not gonna come over here and emasculate this man and thinking I'm just gonna beg you to please take me. But no. Mm-mm. It's all about character and value. Relationship should be based on value. Everything else comes. But I'm trying to see if I can put in the longer video, and if I'm successful, fine. If I'm not successful, it's on my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel and watch my videos. Like, subscribe, so I can make it big out here. Anyway, let me stop this video. I think I've answered the question. Thank you for everybody that participated. I hope I didn't trigger anybody. I was not trying to insult nobody. I was just trying to say my own perspective. I think my perspective is the right perspective because I've done the perspective of what the post is saying. It doesn't work for men. It doesn't work for women. But anyway, let me see if I can post this on Instagram. I gotta get ready for work this week. All right. Um, end stream.